Hello there, I'm Ellie the Evergreen. You may have heard of me before. I am most commonly referred to in the winter. However, there are 4 seasons where I live. In case you don't know them, the 4 seasons are spring, summer, fall, and winter. Don't you just love to be outside? I sure do, but it's probably because I live outside. Nevertheless, I also want to tell you all about some of the other trees during the seasons. I like to call them my cousins. In spring, many trees begin to bloom and blossom. They just look so pretty. It's also important to remember that not all trees bloom at the same time. Like birch and willow trees bloom earlier in order to lengthen their pre-summer food production time. Springtime allows for trees to begin to grow again. Some of my best friends even grow flowers on them until their new leaves show up. Different trees produce different colored flowers or buds. Leaves sprout early on trees in the spring and get right to work, as the leaves of a tree are like its lungs. But eventually they lose their flowers and become bright green leaves. Oh man, I love summertime. I love to just stretch my branches and feel the warm sunshine down on me. Kids love to climb all over my branches in the summer. I just wish they'd be a little more careful. After all, I am a very important part of this world. I provide homes for all sorts of insects, birds, and other animals. We all just love to stay up at night and talk. Some of my funnier cousins even have fruits on them. Can you imagine fruit everywhere? I know I have to stay healthy and live as long as possible, so that way I can help keep the air clean and our ecosystems healthy. Wow, did you just see that? It must be my second most favorite time of the year, fall. In fall, I get to see most of my cousins turn even prettier colors. I mean, really, are you looking? That tree has orange, yellow, red, and was that purple? Leaves on him. Wow, he is really special. Fall is such an amazing time of year. After all, leaves convert energy into food, and the leaves are the food factories of a tree. I like to say that is our superpower. Not all trees have the same superpowers, but most are able to use the chlorophyll in their leaves and the sun's energy to convert carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from the soil into sugar and oxygen. And man, do I love sugar. I love it so much I even store it in my branches, trunk, and roots until I finally have to release it. Fall also means break time. In fall, the length of daylight and temperature both change, which means leaves stop their food-making process. The green leaves begin to change because the chlorophyll is breaking down. And finally, my favorite time of year, to be an evergreen. My family and I love winter. Sometimes some of us even get to go inside a house. Can you believe it? A house? But until that day comes, I endure the winter with the rest of my family. To protect myself, I have to remember to close the little holes in my pointy leaves and needles so that way I can stay healthy and don't lose moisture and water. I also have this really cool protective waxy coating on my needles that also helps save water during summer and winter. You know, some people may think getting cut down and turned into a Christmas tree would be horrible, but I have heard it's actually pretty fun. I mean, you get to have lights, decorations, presents under you, and everyone loves to look at you. The people looking at me are always smiling. I just love Christmas time.